Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2010 Nissan 370Z. Now this has 1016 horsepower, 851 pounds-feet of torque from a 7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,858 pounds, now has all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.245 seconds and 0 to 100 in 4.891 seconds. So we've already had the Formula Drift Nissan 370Z on this series before, and I think it was the fastest Formula Drift car because it managed a speed of 269 miles an hour, which is really rather quick. Easily gets itself into the around the top 50, which is pretty damn good. But this being the standard version, outside of obviously the usual upgrades, not sure whether or not that's going to make it slower or quicker, but I have given it a little bit of a bodywork change just in terms of the side skirts, because that improves drag by about 1%, which can make a difference between a mile an hour or either way. So nonetheless, let's get out there and see what this car can do. So it's quite a modern car. Obviously it's only 11 years old, but it doesn't weigh all that much less than 2,900 pounds. It's pretty lightweight for such a relatively new car. Luckily it doesn't have, like a 7 or 8 speed gearbox to hold it back. It's just got 6 speeds, so shouldn't be struggling for acceleration at these kind of speeds, and it already isn't at 250, 255. A little bit of rain is not going to help. There's 261, 262, 263, 264, 265. Oh, very close to the Formula Drift version there, only 4 mile an hour off, which is really rather impressive, because I'm pretty sure that Formula Drift version had way more in the way of horsepower than we did, having a more unique engine to it. But it's still pretty damn quick. Seemed to be gaining speed quite consistently as well. It wasn't slowing down by the looks of things. It was seemingly progressing at a really good rate, which is nice to see. Obviously this V8 engine has a decent amount of torque to it. Not the most by any means, but still a decent amount. There's not a huge gulf between the torque and the horsepower, which sometimes can throw up issues in terms of acceleration, especially on this side of the motorway, which we're getting to now, which has more in the way of uphill gradients on the other side. That's why traditionally this side of the motorway does not get the higher of top speeds out of both sides. So but let's see how quick we can at least get on this side. I'm not going to go quick at all if we hit a mini. This does have some understeer issues, which is the norm for a conversion all-wheel drive system onto a car that didn't have it originally. So that's not really a surprise. Still getting up to more than 250 mile an hour before we hit this corner, which is way more of a deadly corner on this side. Concentrating on the speedo there, not on the traffic. You can see it's still accelerating decently, or even up this hill, which is what that torque helps with. But it's not going to be enough to get us anywhere near our original top speed. So 265 miles an hour is our final top speed, which is still pretty good. Extremely close to the Formula Drift version, which, like I said, did 269 miles an hour. Not sure how much more power that actually had over this, but regardless, that is still pretty damn good for a car of this type, especially one that didn't even have 400 horsepower originally. So 265 miles an hour puts us right in line with the likes of a Audi RS7 Sportback. A Porsche Cayman GTS is slightly quicker than this, but it's also as quick as a Porsche Carrera GT, so it's matched some of the better Porsche vehicles. It's as quick as a BMW M3 GTR. It's quicker than a Zenvo TSRS, TVR Griffith, and same year Pagani Zonda R, as well as quicker than the Chevrolet Corvette Formula Drift version. But it's not just slower than the Cayman, but it's also slightly slower than a Nissan R390, Nissan Silvia Canes Aero, Lexus LFA, Maserati MC12 Versione Corsa, and a Jaguar XFR S. So it's not the quickest Nissan by any means, but still really rather decent speed there, especially given it's dealing with, you know, an all-wheel drive system it never had originally. It's got a completely different kind of engine. So yeah, overall really rather decent, but I'm not overall a fan of this car. So yeah, the fact it's not been able to beat its former drift version really doesn't bother me, because yeah, it's not a car I'm a big fan of. So I really wasn't expecting much from it. So yeah, the fact it's managed 265 is at least a surprise, and yeah, more than beats my expectations. So yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.